I was just out setting up reels and opening gates for the milk cows to go to this morning, and every now and then I cut through here to kind of like a shortcut to get back to the dairy. And this is like a 45-acre block that we bought just about a year ago, and then so we got the Dozers and the track hoe sitting out here, and the deal is we need the little dozer up at the barn to fix some lanes, and I almost came and got it last night, but somebody called and said they were not feeling good and we're gonna be late and whatever, so didn't get to come get it. And I figured since I was cutting through here, I ought to stop and check it out and make sure oil's good and maybe let it start and everything before. Well, the deal is it's so wet right now. I don't think we would make it out here with a truck. I'm pretty sure we'd bury the service truck or my dad's truck, trying to get it out here. So best bet would be is two people right out here on the Ranger, and one guy gets dropped off and drives it back. It's I don't know, probably 3/4 of a mile to where we needed to get it, but we'll just have to drive it over there because I don't think we wouldn't be able to load it up and get it out of here. It's just way too wet. So just gonna check the oil in it, make sure everything's okay, see if it'll start. We'll have to take the rake off too. I'm not gonna do that right now, but when we come get it, I'll take the rake off. Got several things going, so I'm not even sure when we're gonna be able to come get it, but I just want to make sure that it's okay, and if it's not, what do we need to get it? If we're gonna have to jump it or whatever. So yeah. It's got plenty of oil. Let's see. Make sure it's got water. Come on. Yeah. And these both are Caterpillars. That's a D6H XL, and this is a D5C XL, and then the 892D excavator track hoe. It's my dad's hoe. Hydraulic oil's good. I think he filled these up with diesel the last time we were out here. I like to keep them full of diesel when they're sitting out here so the tanks don't get all rusted up. Okay, well, I'm glad I did this because the battery's dead. So now I know what I need to bring out here. Nothing can ever be just simple. Yeah, so we'll probably just have to bring the old Dodge out here and jump it. That'll probably be best because my dad's truck's 4-wheel drive. The old Dodge isn't, but my dad's truck, with all the tools on it and everything, it's like 12,700 pounds. So it likes to sink, and Dodge is a Dodge. So yeah, damn it. Kind of makes me wonder on these other ones if they'll start, but I just don't want to start them just to start them. Alright, well, we're gonna head back to the barn. I guess that was worth stopping and checking it out because won't waste time coming out here just to get it later and it be dead. And you have to go back and get jumper cables or whatever. So, I'm sure as hell glad I didn't walk out here last night to get it, because it been a mile and a half long walk for nothing. So, yeah, all right. I was just thinking about that little dozer. We put that battery in it. We put a new battery in it, and it had to be July. Nah, it had to be like August, somewhere around there. But they've been sitting out there in the woods for like 60 days or so. So that was never the plan, to have them sitting that long. And should, I guess, shut the master key off on them. But yeah, it is what it is. I know today we got to replace hot water heaters, either today or tomorrow. I'm not sure when the guy's coming. We got one hot water heater that won't light, and one that it'll light, but it won't stay lit very long. So, and obviously we need lots of hot water. So it's supposed to be coming in and redoing several things on it and putting two new hot water heaters in. I probably won't have nothing to do with it. I may just end up being the muscle carrying them in and stuff like that, but my dad and the guy that's putting them in, they were going to do it together, so that may just end up be where we get put on the feed lane. I'm going to do more work on the feed lane than normal to free him up. All the feed for the milk cows is put out now. I just got to mix up for tonight. Right now we're going to finish moving these heifers around. Yesterday we shuffled some around, kicked those calves out over there, 85 of them out of the weaning pens into I guess an actual field. And then now we need to move, reorganize these. What is there? 1, 2, 3. There's 5 groups of calves right now. We're going to try to reorganize them into 3 groups. That way we have room to wean more calves. So that's what we're going to do right now. So the bigger group we got 51. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 22 and 23, 45. Going in the what we're calling the smaller group. 45. Dang. What we gotta do when they get back down here is when they get back down here, we just gotta run these out in the second pin, and run these out and put them together, and then they're moving down to the fifth pin. There's 6 pins in a row. This one with the panels is what we normally just put calves straight out of the hutches in. That way they run and hit the fence and stuff, and they don't, can't get out. And then so we got that done. Now it's back to the feeding. I think I got a checker for heat and whatever else. So here we go. What? What?
They can't make it.
Why?
That hurts a bit. I said, oh, okay, whatever. See you in the morning. Oh, I can't come tomorrow either. I got my daughter.
What'd you say?
Oh.
So what, are you gonna go do grain for the hutches right now?
I'm gonna do everything I can do. Silence. Grain, silence, calves, bottles. By 5:30.
Oh man. So that's my brother. He's just telling me that the guy that we hired a week ago, he hadn't even made it a full week. Called after lunch and said, "Oh, back hurts too bad, and he ain't gonna come back tonight, and then or for this afternoon." And so then my brother said, "Well, okay, I guess we'll see you tomorrow then." And he goes, "Oh, I can't come tomorrow either. I got stuff to do. So see you Monday." But that's it. He's done. He ain't coming back. I don't got time for that kind of stuff. So that puts us in a real big bind because the high school kid that has been working, he's at a funeral today, and yeah, so it's not gonna be fun this afternoon. My dad right now and that other guy, they're the guy that we hired to do the hot water heaters, are putting them in right there. If you can, they're right there in front of the barn. They're putting the hot water heaters in. So the deal with the hot water heaters is where they are, they're just in a horrible environment where it's humidity and moisture. Humidity and moisture, and then so they rot out. Oh my god, what am I? Hang on, I'm getting asked to do other stuff. Just gonna dump one big scoop full into the wagon, so it'll be chewing. And I think he's wanting me to pick up some cinder blocks and carry them over there to the front of the barn for him. So, what I was saying was that the hot water heaters, they don't last very long because of where they are. It's a lot of moisture and a lot of humidity, and they rot out. And so we go through hot water heaters every couple years. They start going out and messing up. So, they're putting those in, and we'll just see what we get going for the rest of the day on several people not being here that should be here. So. They're throwing cinder blocks in. I don't know what they're going to do with them. I guess We're supposed to be redoing the whole thing to help try to keep them from rotting out, the hot water heaters. So I guess they're gonna make a platform to get them off the ground. They were just on some little blocks, little cement blocks, and now I don't know what he's gonna do with these cinder blocks. Go help. So back to mixing that feed. They're just going to slowly putting in better quality hot water heaters and redoing the plumbing on them to make them better, and hopefully make them last longer. So we'll get this feed mixed up and put out, and then I have no idea after that. It just all depends. Got 50 things I could go do. 30 things that need to be done right now, so we'll just see what happens. So after I get this load of feed mixed up, I got several things I could do. I got some cows sitting over there by the hoof trimming chute. We've just been leaving them up here beside the barn because not letting them have to walk too far. Could trim their feet. I mean, I need to do that as soon as I have a chance. Right now, Jason's doing grain for the calf hutches, which is what that guy was supposed to do when he got back from lunch. Which that's just, you know, nothing really. But got two cows, a cow and a heifer that calved about 10-11 o'clock this morning. It's now 2 o'clock. Could go get their calves, put them in the hutches, and get the cows up here ready to milk this afternoon, which is what Jason and that one guy was supposed to do before milking time this afternoon. Got to get silage bales and slice them up here, or bring silage bales up here and slice them, which is what Jason and that other guy are supposed to do. And obviously got to feed bottles tonight. Instead of taking the old Dodge out to the little Dozer, I was gonna hook a battery up. Dad said I needed to hook a battery up to the battery charger and just carry the battery out there instead of risking getting the Dodge stuck. Which, I mean, what the deal would be is if you hit a hole that a stump hole where a tree was, you know, it looks good, you drive over it, and basically you could be 4 feet in the ground. So makes sense. That's what I was gonna hopefully go do, is get a battery going, and so I can still go do that. Take me like 10 minutes. and then get it charging at least. I doubt I'll have time to run out there and try to see if I can start it, but probably before I do that, I should ought to take care of those 2 cows. What else? If they don't need any help with the hot water heaters, I was told just to be handy if they needed some muscle, and I guess they'd have to lift them and put them on top of the blocks that they're making. So yeah. Anyway, I got all the calves situated, organized. That's the other thing. I got like 20 calves could wean today, but ain't gonna happen. What else? I'm sure there's something else I'm forgetting. I know there's like another 10 or 15 things that could be done that aren't very high on the priority list that I'm not even bringing up, but yeah, we'll just have to see how it gets going and what comes up first. And I got like 2 hours till milking time starts, so then we'll have to, if we're going to do them calves, which I'd rather do tonight because it's supposed to rain and temperature's supposed to drop, and I don't want them sitting out all night. There's only after these 2 that I calved, there's only 3 left to calve. We're down to, this morning we were down to 5. Wife needs to hurry up and bring that coffee so I can get some shit done. Ow, my back hurts. Oh, I should not come back to work. I won't put you in it.
Yeah, so you're lucky. I feel okay.
Why?
I just asked you where you were. You didn't answer me anywhere you
Where else would I be?
maybe in the shop doing something and you're not there.
Well, wherever shit's getting done is where you go and you find me. You just pull up and you look around and you go, oh, there's some shit getting done over there. That's where he is. Okay. Wait till you see you. Thanks. Yeah, so it's a good thing I got my coffee and she brought me a protein bar. So we got plenty of energy to do whatever now. So we're just carrying silage bales up to the commodity barn now. This is for hay to be fed in the morning. Got 6 bales on the trailer, about 6 tons. Maybe just a hair less, 5 3/4 tons. And then I got to get probably 6 tons, 5 or 6 tons from this pile from last year's hay, or actually be 2017's hay. This is 2018's hay. So yeah, we'll get this hauled up here and then go ahead and cut the plastic off, take the wrap off, all that, set them out, and then move to the next thing to be done. Oh, man, coffee's making me like, oh, woo. Come on. Ow. Come on. Come on. got a messed up calf muscle from pushing cows. Let's go. It started getting hot. Just put crap all over my back. Come on. Come on. Come on. Oh, you're stubborn. Come on. She's got a real big nasty wart on that front foot. So just taking my take my wrap. It's 324 powder, tetracycline, mixed with Vaseline. Melt the Vaseline down, and then put in your powder, let it sit back up, and you make like a paste. Anyway, so when you wrap a cow's foot, imagine you want like granny panties instead of a thong, where it's all stretched up in between the crack of the foot like a thong. So nice and wide, that way as she's walking it doesn't tighten up and just rub into the foot. So across the front, nice and wide, and then it's loose where in about a week it'll fall on off on its own. Just say, just don't give it a wedgie. There you go. Come on. Come on. Start with this foot first, because that's the one that's most likely to kill you. Then this foot, because it would be next. Got those two taken care of. I think Jason right now is getting those babies, so we'll take off over there to help him. It's almost started milking time. So we got the two that calved already across the road. Which they're walking towards the feed lane. So they're just standing there grazing, and then he's picking up the babies right now. Those are the 3 cows that are left to calve, and then we'll be done. That'll be about 600 head for the year. Got 2 cows and 1 heifer, And I can't wait to see what that heifer looks like in a couple years, because I'm pretty sure she's going to be awesome. Anyway, all three of them are due anytime, so hopefully they all three calve together and we can be done with it. But then that'll be close to, I think it was 210 heifers that were due to calve this year and about 400 cows. So we'll be somewhere in that ballpark when we're done. Got a bull and a heifer. Yeah, so my mom just got back with getting the parts for the feed wagon, the conveyor, the half links. She just went to Sour Springs to get them, and then the first time I had to call and ask if they were in, if the parts were in, and they said yes. And then the second time, I called up there and told them they gave me the wrong half links and needed a size bigger, and they said they were going to figure it out. And then had to call to see if they did figure it out, and they said they did. And then I called Friday morning and they asked if the parts came in or anything, and they said, oh yeah, your parts are here. It'd be nice if they would call and let you know when your parts came in. But anyway, so she just got back with them, and I was just going to check and see if they're the right size before I did anything. Kind of dumb of me to take it apart the other day, but I mean, I still had to do the blocks and had to do the bolts and the crossbars, so it wasn't that big of a deal. But so here it is. Yeah, it's the right size. Yep. I got the right size. I don't say what size. I think it said something about 180 or 81. $81X. I don't know. I'm not sure what size chain it is. Huh. Anyway, as soon as we get some good weather, I'm gonna get those half links put in. I don't want to jack with it if it's raining. Drizzle, nasty. Anyway, so got that taken care of, I guess. yeah, the trailer's pretty sweet. Makes it a lot easier. Used to carry racks. So there were some old racks that had just you carry 6 bottles at a time. There was newer racks that carried 8 bottles at a time, but for some people that was too heavy. Yeah, so those racks had 8 in them. Bottles full, I mean, that'd be about 36 to 40 pounds. So some people couldn't carry them. And then, yeah, so we would carry all the, I don't know how many racks we had, 20, something like that. 20 times 8, 160. Yeah, it's pretty close. We had 15 to 20 racks, and then we would pull up to the front of the barn and carry all the racks in. The bottles would be flipped over upside down, so then you would line them all up, straddle them, flip them over, and then we had same kind of deal with the pump and the hose, but we had just a single, like a fuel nozzle, and we would fill 1 bottle up at a time. And then at the time we would maybe get to 140 calves. That's about it. This year we've had up to 225, so makes it a lot easier. But you would so you'd flip the bottles over, fill them up with a single nozzle. I already said all that. And then you would be bent over the whole time, put nipples on, and then carry all the racks out, load them up, carry them out to the hutches, and then you would park somewhere in the middle of the lines, and then try to do like 2 or 3 lines at a time, walking back and forth. And then once you picked all the bottles up, carry them back, carry them all inside, rinse them off, pull all the nipples off, and you had to pull 1 off at a time. You couldn't just grab handfuls and start yanking like you can with the trailer. And then then you take a water hose and rinse every bottle, then flip them all over, then rinse them all off. And it worked best if you carried them outside and either loaded them back up or left them sitting outside in the sunshine so they wouldn't mildew inside the barn with all the moisture. So that trailer just makes everything 10 times easier. With the racks, yeah, you could have 1 person just feed calves, but they're looking at maybe 4 or 5 hours of feeding calves, feeding. So that's one whole, so basically a day for just 1 person. And this way, what time is it? Of course, I did a little bit by myself, 7 o'clock. Yeah, so that took an hour and a half to feed 176 calves. Could have gone faster. They were in our way, filling up bottles, doing the hot water heaters and stuff like that. So I bet a couple good guys hauling ass, they could knock out bottles in an hour and 20 minutes with 180. So yeah. So it's 8 o'clock and I just got home. Hot water heaters, probably the best we've ever had. Water pressure and everything, so that's awesome. We're all hooked up and going. He's got a couple of small things he's going to come back and finish later. And then, got a couple of things done that I wanted to get done, a couple of things that I didn't. Just try it again tomorrow. With all that being said, I'm exhausted and I just want to go in, attempt to edit this video without falling asleep. So thanks for watching. We'll see you on the next video, and don't forget to comment, rate, and subscribe. Hey Case! Case! What are you watching? coffee cups in?
Oh man, I don't even have gloves on.
You don't have gloves on. What do you need gloves for?
Because they're super cold.
Super cold.
Oh. Oh, I can't do that.
Here. Put that right there in your chest. Thanks.